Every Sunday, the residents of this homeless encampment, 10 miles south of Seattle, attend a compulsory meeting to discuss camp affairs and make decisions about its future.
This is Tent City 3. It's a self-managed, democratically social, organized encampment that's run by the participants, for the participants. It's a clean and sober encampment. Kinds of people you get here are people who are recovering from various addictions or people who are just on extremely hard times.
One of a dozen such organized encampments in Seattle, Tent City 3's population varies from 50 to 100 people, children to seniors. The camp is self-policed and moves its location every 6 months. It offers its residents a structured alternative to sleeping on the streets, in night shelters, or in informal tent encampments where the threat of drugs, alcohol and crime exist. It gives those, such as Michael and Carissa Cleveland, a chance to get back on their feet.
It helps a lot, really, because honestly, I'm not the most strong-willed, as she could tell you. If there was alcohol just freely flowing, I more than likely would lapse more than I have in the past.
It's security for me. It's a tremendous amount of security, and I feel like there's a whole lot of people around me that care.
Average rents in Seattle have risen more than 60% in the last 7 years, fueled, many believe, by a tech boom that has seen companies like Amazon bring tens of thousands of new workers to the city. Last year, an annual survey counted over 12,000 people as homeless in Seattle and surrounding King County, with more than half classified as unsheltered because they were living on the street, in tents or in vehicles. Some remain unconvinced of the value of self-governing tent cities, especially those housing recovering addicts.
There are no social workers who come in there. There are no health workers who come in there. The camps are entirely voluntary, and people go to those camps with the understanding that they won't be expected to do anything to get themselves out of the camp.
Advocates for the homeless agree that tent cities are just a stopgap measure.
The big picture is clear. We need massive investments of local, state, and federal dollars in creating new, deeply affordable, subsidized housing.
It's a sentiment echoed by one Tent City 3 resident.
Don't get me wrong, I like this camp. I like what it does. I like how it helps people. But I'm disappointed that it has to exist.
With little immediate prospect for construction of affordable housing on the scale required in Seattle, it seems that Tent City 3 and other camps like it will be needed to provide shelter for the homeless for some time to come. Tim Exton for Voice of America News, Seattle.